which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Come on, set. Black. Let's go.
Swift fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
52 blaster.
To throw, it's Lance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ultra.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Ritter throwing on third down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's 2nd and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got.
And that's a heck of a run right there.
White.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Ritter.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Damone Clark came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Drill green. Hey, blue. Green jack. Ready.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Davis Price gets this one out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Working from the gun, Lance. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now you turned it over, and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least a field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ready.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Ritter will set up to throw it. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
3rd and 5.
Blue striker. Fury, yellow.
To the air again, it's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Ritter's throw pulled in by Kittle. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Strike. Check. Strike.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown 49ers.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here. And they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down is Lance. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready, go.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Now Lance.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Black. Smash. Red. Claws red.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Ready.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
A final shot before half for Lance. Now a deep one for Johnston.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Samuel. Still on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon. And he's going to...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
Green jacket. Black ultra. Ready?
On the ground, McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Red, yellow.
And Lance now to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Black shot. Ready?
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
On the return, Harris.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to throw, Ritter.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now.
Ritter back to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Check, man.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Let's go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Come on, set.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Slide through.
Here's Ritter. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Right.
Ritter to throw it. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check steal.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Smash, red.
Ritter. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Cut. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 14. And the Cowboy first down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the option to give to Swift here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Here comes 2nd down.
Ready?
Lance looking to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready? Ready.
On the option to give to Swift here.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Drill green.
Now Ritter.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now San Francisco will call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Ritter. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.